You don't even have a strong faith. Maybe you think I'm being harsh. Shortly into their investigation, deadass, Deborah just turns to Irene like, is this just a big dead end? Other nun in place of Deborah, and they would have been able to 2v1 Valor on site. Right? Fast forward, Frenchie's better. He's got a garden now. Woo! Everyone's happy. Even though Frenchie high-key wanted to fuck Irene in part 1 the entire time, but now he's with the mom, so I guess now he's a happy family with them. So it ends with them walking away, and Irene's looking at him, and then she just has this look of uncertainty in her face.
This is especially bad when you consider these movies have $200 million budgets. They're
returned the bookcase to its former position, hiding the severed jar's suspended parts from sight. He then went back to tidying up his workspace, not at all surprised.
Okay. Irene's mom matters. She apparently had visions too, and she ended up being taken away.
with essentially a social credit score based on how inclusive they are. Investors often Sense, and a bunch of others I don't personally recognize. In short, Disney absolutely dominated the 90s. They created iconic moments of magic that taught us valuable life lessons. They taught us right and wrong, never pretend to be something you are not, listen to your parents, love and cherish your family, lessons that would make us well-rounded human beings. However, they did get their fair share of criticism back then as well. The Hunchback of
Shit. Here are just some of the ways in which the migrant workers are exploited to make Dubai the very city that it is. Unpaid or delayed wages,
with the HRC's guidelines and receive a low CEI score, then investment firms that control trillions of dollars, such as BlackRock, will actively avoid investing in your company. Companies who are actually making great art. Disney actually has a long history of buying companies that are competing with them, or buying into industries they want to take part in. Like in 1993, they purchased the Mighty Ducks hockey team and the California Angels baseball team. Why? Because they wanted to make a hockey movie and a baseball movie, and they weren't just going to waste an opportunity to create a money-making professional sports empire. Well, they failed, but the movies were pretty good. Then in 1990, every single company that Disney owns today. Real estate companies, theme parks, merchandising, Vice, National Geographic, Geographic, Hulu, and even GoPro. Disney has their white gloves in just about every business imaginable. They were once a company that
First part where they shoehorned in that little Mary points the way line, and they ended up.
A couple of things you need to know about Dubai's notorious immigration laws. 90% of Dubai's population consists of non-nationals. Immigrants. Nationals make up only 10% of the population. Again, 90% of the population of Dubai are non-nationals. Number two.
Of light at a spot on the wall that had the location of the relic.
beautiful black aesthetic, from Afrocentric natural hair to carefully designed costumes drawing from various African references. This attention to detail reflected the diversity of black culture.
Is their social media astroturfing. For those of you who don't know what astroturfing is, it's defined as the deceptive practice of
Key part of all of their films years later. Their live-action film Cinderella and the Jungle years. It's like they changed everything the fans knew and loved about their characters and wrote a new story. Visually, it was stunning, and people who were new to the franchise adored it, but longtime fans were disappointed, hoping the second film would be better.
Using influencer marketing to create the facade that it is the place to be. But the
with movie. With his help streamlining it all, reconceptualizing the story, reshooting scenes and editing, with the iconic Darth Vader fight scene being added right at the end of filming, the movie would be a huge hit. It was the last critically acclaimed and beloved Star Wars movie, despite having a $1 billion decrease in revenue from the previous one. Star Wars is a multi-generational classic that is always going to bring in revenue due to it being the most popular film franchise of all time. Using revenue alone is not an accurate representation of how the community felt about these films, and there are people who dedicate their entire lives diving into the insane complexity that is this cinematic universe. Expectations, but that's just a fancy way of saying it's unpredictable, and just because
He had been kneeling before me and withdrew a stuffed envelope from his pocket. He handed it to me and began shutting off his equipment. I would have pocketed the envelope, trusting the size alone that it contained $1,200. But he insisted that I count it, presumably. It's some kind of translucent green light. And floating within these jars were fleshy.
What is it good for? I missed. Got it. Oh, you got me. It's in my ass.
Achieved perfect mimicry, knowing aspects of human anatomy and physiology. Stepping away from the shelves, but leaving them uncovered, he placed.
Oh no! No! Oh shit! Okay, well, this clearly. Now what are they three?